Ven aquí, mijitos, y les cuento.
Grandma, tell us the story how you and your friends became famous and ended poverty.
Well, it wasn't just my friends and me. There were many, many people involved. But here's my part of the story. For a few people, it was the best of times. But for many people, it was close to the worst of times. Our President Lois put all those items on our agenda. Roads, education, transportation, healthcare. That discussion led us to our first discovery.
This is bigger than us. Maybe others are willing to step up.
To others. To others. Stepping up.
After we were seen on those movies, we knew we were getting famous and even got to perform at a whoop-de-doo fundraiser. So right then and there, in front of all those people, we decided we would go to the Capitol and meet with our legislators. We invited these two nice gentlemen up to the stage so they could play the part of the legislators.
So then you probably look like a jolly grandpa, like, oh. And then sometimes they're very stuffy, like, don't you think the legislators are like... You know, they're very serious and smart. They're serious and stuff. Oh, so this is very serious.
Then it was the day of the visit. We were there and on a mission. We knew we were looking for Senator John Marty and Representative Lanning because they had been leaders on the Legislative Commission to End Poverty, and we thought they could reinvigorate the to-do list and get it going. But we didn't have a clue how to find them.
Here's a Senate Fiscal Services, 2:30. You know what time is it when you have to go to the dentist? 2:30. Well, here's the House hearing room. What? I said the House hearing room.
We just decided to look around and ask someone.
How about that?
Yeah, for Minnesota without poverty.
Absolutely. Our voices are going to end poverty.
We need to strategize. Okay, so we're delivering hot dish, but we're going to be sure and give them a legislative report. Okay, and then we should show them the ruler.
We were really amazed how beautiful and grand everything was. We had all forgotten how the Capitol looked, and we had no clue who the famous people were in all those pictures. But we didn't have time to find out either. We were on a mission. Problem was, though, we still did not know how we would ever find Senator Marty or Representative Lanning. And then, of course, I had to go to the bathroom. Bad. Which actually turned out to be very good.
I really have to go to the bathroom. Oh, look, there it is right there.
Just as I was going into the bathroom, guess who was coming out? It was Senator Marty's assistant. What luck!
I'm his assistant.
She told Lois and Bella that she could bring him to talk to us. Oh, we were so nervous as we waited.
Here we go, Senator Marty. These are the ladies.
Oh, hello. Good to see you here. Good to see you. Yes,
We met you at the fundraiser.
yes, that's so nice.
What a surprise for us.
Did you know Senator Marty was the co-chair of the commission?
He was the same person that we had asked to volunteer at the fundraiser.
We're learning about, the poverty in Minnesota and the Commission to End Poverty by 2020. And so we just are trying to just remind people about the report and maybe draw some more attention.
We brought you a copy.
Thank you.
The Commission to End Poverty in Minnesota by 2020.
And I hope that you'll be meeting with as many legislators as you can and the governor and just tell them that this matters.
This measures poverty and how it's increased in Minnesota. Look at this. See, for example, here in 2008, it was 506,000. And see how it's grown?
And we've got to change the direction we're headed on this, right?
Yes.
Oh, that was so easy. He really does want to work on the to-do list with us. Too bad he couldn't take the hot dishes onto the Senate floor. So we took all 3 dishes over to Representative Lanning's office.
Hi, Representative Lanning.
We found him sitting at his desk, and he turned out to be the other volunteer from the fundraiser. Oh, we did feel a bit foolish, but he didn't seem to mind at all.
This is our report. And we worked hard to develop this report, and we're committed to making sure that we implement the recommendations that are in here. So we are reinvigorated.
Oh, great!
And you deserve a hot dog.
And then our mission was accomplished. We couldn't believe it. We'd actually done it.
Oh, I'm proud of us. We're going to end poverty by 2020. It was the last thing we do!
That wasn't the end of the story. It really was just the beginning for us. We worked with a lot of other folks from all over the state, and together we all agreed that there really was enough for all to have enough. What story do you want to tell your grandchildren in 2020?
Grandma, I'm so glad you and your friends did your part to end poverty.
What if you hadn't done anything?
But they did, and now everyone has enough.
Thank you, Grandma. Now can we have cookies?